have the last word. So if I say screw you, she's like, well, screw you. And if I'm like, well, F you, she's like, well. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode. Thank you for tuning in. It's us, Vanilla and Karamel. I think you can tell who's who. Today, we're going to do an interesting video. It's the complications and the differences of being in an interracial relationship and just the different things that it is. For both of us, it's the first time that we've dated outside of our race, really. And I could say she's the first one to give me an opportunity. Back in the past, I didn't really get that, but yeah. First question is it more difficult dating someone out of your race?
Oh, me.
You go first.
Alright, I'm gonna be real, okay? It is not easy. It is not easy, okay? Especially if you're coming from two different cultures, two different backgrounds. Mama and daddy raised you totally different. It's already difficult when one family comes from a single parent home, and then a person comes from an actual family. But when you add in the different backgrounds, it makes a huge difference, and it is very difficult. Like, you have to have like a lot of patience, because you grew up differently, and you're gonna bump heads.
I definitely agree with what she said. I think what you meant to say was, you said it's not easy. Yes, baby, I think you meant it is more difficult. In my case, yeah, because if it's not easy, it's difficult.
Yeah, that meant the same thing.
Because you said no, but it's not easy.
Wait. Well, y'all know what I mean. It's not easy.
So, for me, I would agree with the same thing. Going outside of it, it's definitely more difficult, only because, like you said, you do grow up on two different things. I mean, we both came from not great neighborhood. She came from the bad parts of Tampa. I came from the bad parts of Orlando. I mean, everybody in my family sold drugs pretty much growing up, and I mean, same thing with her. So our backgrounds are very similar, but our race is completely different. I'm Hispanic. She's black, if you guys didn't tell. We can edit that out, actually. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Okay. Anyways, so I'm Hispanic. She's black. And I would say not more from us, but I would say other people make it difficult. Like, we get asked questions more, the looks that we get in public. I tell you what, I feel like the women are a lot more judgmental than men from both sides. So for example, like the Hispanic women, they'll smile at me, hello if we're walking together, and then like they'll look at her and they'll be like,
yeah,
look her up and down. And it definitely happens. I'm going to restaurants, just walking around, really, it is hard. And the good thing about where we are is, we live in Orlando, Florida, where it's very diverse.
Yeah.
You got a heavily populated African American areas, you have heavily populated Hispanic areas, and you got your white, you got Asian. I mean, you have everything here, you know what I mean? So it's not uncommon to go outside and be like, oh wow, there's a Hispanic out today. Like,
it is very uncommon though for a black female and a Hispanic. It's common for a black male and a Hispanic female, but it's different when it's the other way around, meaning us.
That is true. That is 100% true. I will say. So next question is, when we do disagree, how do we come to a common ground? I would say I would say me and her are definitely the same people when it comes to arguments, and the fact that it is we're both have to have the last word. So if I say screw you, she's like, well, screw you, and if I'm like, well, F you, she's like, well, F you. It's one of those things. So with that, we definitely clash heads, and I think the second thing is we're very hard to admit when we're wrong. And I think that's both parts.
I think for us, when we do have disagreements, I need my time to breathe and to relax and to take a second and be like, you know, are you overreacting? You know, I need to chill for a little bit before I have to talk, you know, and be. Andy is the opposite. He wants it to be fixed right away, but my attitude is not going to work that way. I need to calm down first, or nothing is going to get solved whatsoever. What are you saying? Nothing is going to get solved. So it's still a learning progress, I think. It's a learning progress for the both of us. But I do think we are getting better about talking, because it never used to end up with us talking. It always ended up with us yelling. But I think now we're able to just talk it out. We're able to sit down and, you know, and just talk it out until we come to a conclusion and say, babe, well, you know, from now on, let's try this. You know, now on, just let me know this. So the communication is definitely getting a lot better over the past, you know, couple years for us. I think. What do you think?
No, I mean, I think, dang, you're actually pretty spot on with it. But I'm definitely the type of person, like, she could hold a grudge a lot longer than me. I'm the type of person, I could be mad for 5 minutes, and after the 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, you know, like, what's up? But her, she'll remember it from 3 years ago, and she'll flick me in the ear and be like, you remember that time? So, you know, she was definitely spot on with it. I couldn't agree more, baby. Yeah, I mean, what more can I say? She got it. Shoot. So next question is, do we communicate differently?
Yes. Yes, we communicate differently. And I don't think it has to do anything with race. I think it has to do with who we are as individuals. Me, I'm a very, I'm not affectionate, but my way of serving you would be through gifts, would be through, you know, cooking for you. It would be through those types of things. For him, it's, you know, let me hold you. Let me take care of you. Let me massage your legs. Let me do, like, he's touchy-feely. So I think it is different for the both of us, and I don't know if it has to do with backgrounds, but coming from my mom, she's a single woman, very hard. So it was hard for us to get, and that's no offense to my mom, because I love her to death. She's the real MVP. She's my superwoman. I love her too.
Okay? If she's watching this, Mom, love that woman.
But growing up, it was just very hard for us to get that, you know, that affectionate side. So we just I grew up very just hard. So with him coming in my life and him being so lovey-dovey and, you know,
damn, girl, you making me seem soft to these
No,
people,
babe, but you are affectionate. You are affectionate. And that helped me out so much in order to communicate with him. So I think it worked out.
Yeah, I think we're definitely like in terms of communication, we're opposites. And opposites in the terms of what she's lacking, I help her with, and the things that I lack a lot with communication, she definitely helps me out. And we definitely, in terms of communication, I mean, it's not perfect, but we do kind of come to a mutual ground when it comes to solving things. Yeah. So I definitely agree.
Still working on it though.